What we got in store for episode 9?
Episode 9, we have more shits and giggles.
We do.
We have some comedy reactions.
We also have part 2 of the interview with Andrew Hanson.
Yes.
What did you think of part 1?
Do you know Andrew is an absolute
legend, right? Absolute legend.
He is articulate. Everything that you asked him, his knowledge bombs kept coming back.
Articulate, intelligent, mature.
Yeah.
He didn't seem like a fucking whack job in any way, shape or form.
I don't know what I was expecting, because I'm terrible and I won't do my research, because I'm just like on the person, because I want to take them at my
Agreed,
face
I like that.
value.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
You know what I'm like. I'm like, when we sit in the room or we talk, then I'll work you out. Then
Are you not talking to the microphone again?
I am.
Are you not talking to the microphone?
Oh my God, he keeps threatening me with this big tube thing.
Oh, that's what she said. Yeah, that one's better.
That was better.
Right, go on.
Where was I? Yeah, and he was just I didn't get any conspiracy theory vibe off him. He had facts, he had knowledge, and he literally made me go, I need to take this a bit more seriously.
Something's going to happen. This is the thing, right? And we, as you saw from part 1, we went through a few theories and we went through a few things. The magnetic poles is 100% going to happen. That is going to shift in our lifetime. We just don't know when, right? The science has backed it up. You can track the poles moving. They're accelerating now. By 2030 to 2045, they're going to meet in the Indian Ocean, and then what happens next is an unknown. It could be something as severe as the planet stopping spinning temporarily. It could just be some disruption to our electrical grid. We don't know, but the consequence of the magnetic field weakening and moving and changing is that it reduces our protection of the sun.
Yes.
And the solar flares and mini novas and whatnot are all possible and likely. And if we lost our it's similar to if you're an army soldier, right, and you've got your Kevlar and your bulletproof chest on and you're going into the war zone, you feel a bit secure. Of
course,
right?
Yeah.
But if someone says, now go in naked,
whoa. No.
You're not going to last long, right? And that's kind of the phase we're headed into.
Straight off.
We've also just discovered there's a meteorite headed towards Earth that's going to impact the Earth in 2046. That just happens to be the date Andrew was talking about specifically. Yes. So that's an interesting turn of events. We've also got the threat of World War III happening with Ukraine and Russia. We've also got the threat of another disease coming. We've also got global warming. We've also got earthquakes and super volcanoes. We've also got solar flares. We've also got the magnetic poles changing. We've also got, the list goes on. There is so many things trying to kill us.
The list is absolutely ongoing and endless, but it's all documented in every single book, isn't it?
Well, religion over the years.
Every single religious book has got some reference.
They seem to be trying to give us some hints, don't they?
Well, I think they're trying to tell us it comes every 6,000 years.
6,500 years, yeah.
6,000, sorry.
Get it right. If you're going to be, let's be accurate. Let's just be accurate.
Yes.
They want to know more information. Cumbrellas and all that. No cumbrellas.
Listen, just because your mate thought that was the best part of the show.
my mate Toby watched it and he started watching. Yeah, mate. He started watching. I think he's watched from episode 2 up to 7. So, mate, big shout out. Appreciate the love and support. And he dropped me a WhatsApp and he was like TIL about cumbrellas. I was like, what the fuck does TIL mean? Do you know what that means? Today I learned. So today I learned about cumbrellas, and obviously we talked about it in episode 7. And so I was like, lol, what does TIL mean? I had no idea.
Yeah, no, I've never heard that.
I've reached that age now.
I've heard the whole, I was today years old when I.
Gotcha. Yeah. No, this is TIL. Today I learned. And so I messaged back and he goes, oh, it stands for TIL. So I just replied, TIL.
You taught the wheeler something, Tobes. Well done.
Appreciate you, Tobes. I was thinking about Toby the other day because we recently reconnected. We went to college together and hung out until about 21, and then our careers took us in separate. I moved up to London and whatnot. So we forked in the road, and then we recently reconnected, like how was college and all that type of jazz. And I've realised now that that's a 20-year relationship.
Yeah.
We've known each other since we were 16, so it's 21 years. I mean, it's fucking, that makes my head hurt. It makes my heart feel sad. 21 years. Mate. 21 years I was at college.
My oldest friend.
How long were you?
My oldest friend, Layla.
It's got to be 30 years, isn't it?
We've known each other since we were 4. So we've known each other
40 years. Wow.
40 years.
How many fallouts have you had in that time?
None.
You two haven't fallen out once?
No, not once.
That's rare.
Not once. No, Layla's scary.
That's rare.
Layla is a very straight-talking person.
Right.
She tells you how it is. There's no beating around the bush. If she don't want to do it, she ain't going to do it. If she doesn't want you to do it, she'll make sure she tells you she don't want you to do it. And if you don't do it and then you fail, she goes, I told you so. So she's a very
Sounds like me a little bit, actually.
In fact, she does remind me. You have very similar...
Oh, she's good looking as well, is she?
Oh, she's lush. She's beautiful. So yeah, 40 years.
40 years. Anyway, reminiscing. It's always nice to reminisce. Right, Layla, how we doing, mate? So, gang, I think that's wrapped episode 8 up.
I think so.
I think that's wrapped episode 8 up. Episode 9, we're going to talk about zombie apocalypse. So make sure you stay tuned for that.
I am so looking forward to this.
Me too. We've got Rag and Bow Man, more Rag and Bow Man stuff to talk about. And also, we're going to talk about The Last of Us. TV series on Sky right now. It's amazing.
Only just heard of this, so this is a newbie to me.
Go check that if you haven't, and we'll be discussing that all in episode 9.
I'm so excited.
Guys, big thanks. Thanks so much for stopping by, for watching the show. If you got this far, you've watched the whole show and other shows, we fucking appreciate you.
We love you.
Let us know who you are in the comments. Come and say hello so we can get to know you.
Please do. And if you do like us, give us a cheeky little like and a subscribe. But I'd appreciate a share as well.
A share would go a long way.
Yeah,
a share would go a long way.
I don't know why I'm whispering.
Should we start giving out prizes for those who share?
Giving shouts out to shares.
Share it.
Shares.
I tell you, guys, if you share it, send us a screenshot of your share. We'll give you a shout out. And if you tell, we'll get a screenshot. When you share it, send us a message of what you want to be said on the show. We will read out anything you put in the share as a little thank you.
As long as it's not like, Daniel, you are a...
We had a comment yesterday going, I fucking hate Dan's laugh.
I know. Oh, and we put a poll up as well, didn't we? How's the poll doing? We're supposed to cut off.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. Should we see what the poll's doing?
Yeah, let's see what the poll's doing. Yesterday, Dan thought it'd be a great idea to put a poll up to see who was funnier, me or Dan. And at one point...
Well, it's only been 24 hours, so let's not...
At one point, I was 60-odd%. And
you were 66%, and I was 33%. And it's now...
I can't see what it is.
62% to Kaz.
Ooh.
38% to me.
Oh, they've swayed with 1%.
I can't get the reflection right.
That's Rowley,
there we go. That's a bit better.
Rowley did that. Rowley, you did that.
But it's only been 30 votes, so it's not enough of a... Once we get 200 or more votes, then the answer will be unanimous. Right? Guys,
so get voting, guys. Get voting.
Come on.
If you haven't...
Don't vote for her, vote for me. I'd appreciate it.
I'll get my tits out if you vote for me.
Oh, fuck, I can't do that! Guys, we'll see you on the next one.
Bring what you got. We're going all the way to the top. We will hear the sound of 1 million people screaming our names when we're backstage. We'll play loud, surfing the